Let us focus on the key points. So multicast is a broadcast-based messaging method where uh, cluster messages are sent to all servers in a network subnet. Instead of sending a message to each individual server, a single multicast packet is sent to a multicast group. This multicast group contains IP address and port number, and all cluster members listen for these messages. So as I said, each and everyone talk to each with each other, right? So here your cluster you will here you will configure the multicast. So while configuring the multicast, you will provide the multicast listen address and IP. So your messages will be sent to that group, and all the cluster members will be listening to the messages that is sent by each and every cluster member. That is what it is saying here. So, and all cluster members listen for these messages. How multicast works in WebLogic. So each and every, like unicast mode and multicast mode, uh, each one communicates with each other using different protocols. Multicast uses UDP protocol and unicast uses simple TCP protocol. So TCP is very reliable, very simple. So each managed server in the cluster listens to a multicast IP and port. It uses user datagram protocol for cluster communication. So the IP address or the listen address for multicast communication must be between this range, and it should have a unique port number that should not have any conflicts with any other port numbers. So when a server wants to send a cluster message, like it may be any message, session update or heartbeat, it broadcasts the message to multicast address within this range. Other services in the cluster receive the multicast message and process it. So time interval in milliseconds between sending multicast heartbeat messages. Default is 500 milliseconds. So how many seconds? 500 milliseconds means how many? I think 1 second is equal to 1000 milliseconds, right? Right or wrong? Guys, you might have configured timeout values.
Yes, sir.
How many? 1 second is equal to how
Five
many
seconds.
milliseconds? 5 seconds.
No,
What?
500 milliseconds is equals to
Salim bhai.
0.5 seconds.
Salim?
Half minute.
Half minute. Yes, correct. So I'm right. So 1 second is equal to 1000 milliseconds. So if 500 milliseconds, then it is half minute. So every, sorry, 1 second is equal to 100 milliseconds. You're saying, Salim?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, that's what we got. Yeah. So yeah, 500 milliseconds equal to 5.5 seconds.
0.5 seconds. Yes. It means 1 second is equal to 1000 milliseconds.
1000 milliseconds. Yeah.
Yes, that is what I was saying.
Not half.
So
It's a
yes.
0.5 second.
Yes. So default value is for broadcasting heartbeat messages in multicast is 500 milliseconds. That is second. So you see now, every half second, each and every cluster member is receiving and sending the data. So how much traffic there will be, right? So yeah, configuring, this is some example, like this is a IP, multicast IP and multicast port. server A sends message to this group, and server B, C, D will be listening on this, receive the message.